Hello, my loves, from a background that you haven't seen on YouTube just yet. I'm so excited to have you back for another video. If you're new to my cozy little nook of the internet, my name is Amanda. I live in Canada and I love a DIY project. We talk about style, lifestyle, and travel when we can, and the lifestyle part is very much encapsulated in our home. Now, me and my husband moved into our home about 2 years ago, going on our third year, and we've made a lot of changes, but one of the biggest ones that I have had the pleasure of changing quite recently has been our downstairs basement. Now, before it looks like what you're kind of peeking right behind me, it was very much our dumping ground. You know what? Everyone's got one, right? Everyone's got that Monica Geller closet.
Oh my God!
How did you get in there?
You're messy.
Whether it be as small as a chair that you're always throwing your clothes on, or an entire floor that you're like, do you know what? Don't worry about it. We'll put it in the basement. That was our basement. It was also this minty green color. It was full of daddy long leg spiders because we were never down here. And it just wasn't a place we wanted to be because there was nothing to really do down here. We had our Peloton down here and things like that, but it really wasn't that cozy. And that kind of even hindered us from coming down here to go and start working out and moving. Now, it has been my goal to transform this basement for some time, and finally it came up on the honey-do list, and I had some time in between the crimbo limbo of Christmas to New Year. Now, we are officially in January and the space is complete, but over about a week in between that off time, I was able to start and complete this basement to what you see it as now. Now, I think every single renovation, you're always gonna have that opportunity where, you know, you go to an antique market and you find something really cool and you bring it into your house, and then it continues to evolve with your life and your family. But I think this is pretty good where we have gotten to. A couple of things that we wanna do down here as you're watching this video is add carpet. We are actually expecting a little one, our very first baby, if you're new here to this channel. So we would love for it to be like a soft place to land, and probably some of the decor pieces will change. We'll probably have some kids stuff down here eventually. But one of the main goals for this space was actually to move Scotty's desk and his office from upstairs to downstairs as we build our nursery. So that's why the push was real to get the basement complete. Now, if you've watched some of my vlogs before, the beginning of this video shows some of the B-roll clips. I'm just rolling them right now of the epic cleanup process of down here, as well as the organization, kind of putting away some of the furniture that we had before. We still want to change up the couch that we've got down here because it's a bit of a mix mash from the ottoman, but sometimes you gotta work with what you got, and that is totally fine. Throughout this video, I hope you don't mind. I do have quite a bit of B-roll and time lapses, so there may be the odd voiceover popped in there as well, and of course the vlog chat where it's more like me chatting to camera. But besides that, one of the main ways I like to plan renovations like this, now this is the first one ever that I managed to do tip to tail all by myself. The only thing I didn't do by myself down here in this basement was hanging this TV because I was feeling very pregnant that day, and you know it's not fun hanging TVs. So my dad came over and Scotty and him managed to do that. I will link everything that I can down below. I've also written a blog post that will include some of the main features that I added into this space. And of course, if I miss anything or you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments below. I will get to them as soon as possible. I don't want to waffle on for too long, but the last thing I'll note is I normally plan these jobs in Canva, and it really helps me just imagine and visualize how I'm going to bring together elements that I think will work really well together. And once I see it there, I'm like, okay, let's go for it. So welcome home to our little cozy nook officially. Welcome to our basement renovation, and I hope you really enjoy it and give it a thumbs up if you do. Enjoy. Welcome to our basement. I just did that epic cleanup and basically shoved everything to behind you on the camera. The way that I wish I had done this chat before the sun had set, because now it's just down lighting, which doesn't look great. But Scotty just helped me open these. I got them a little bit ago, and I got two different colors. I know they're both neutrals. I really want this space to feel warm and cozy and inviting, and those neutrals are the perfect way to do that, I think. Now you could do like a really rich wall, especially this back wall where we're gonna have our TV, but that may be like patent pending. We are also going to, let me take you off the tripod and show you around a little bit. Show you around a little bit, baby. So this is basically the basement, like main little nook there. But then we have this big space here. Why don't I actually just show you from like the jump? I think that'll be easier. So you come down the stairs, and then that's our pantry, which we will get to another time. And then down this hallway, the previous owners built these really weird doors. It was like the original owners actually. And this whole space in here, like to this side, this is like a major storage, and it's got our water heater and all of that stuff in it, which is where you get all that sound. So we really want to remove those doors and put real doors for sound dampening. And there's so much potential down here. Like that window is absolutely epic. It's so big, it doesn't feel like a basement. It literally feels like you're in a different bedroom. And then we have this big space where I'm gonna put like a fireplace here. I want to do a built-in. But what I was talking to you about earlier is this whole spot could be ripped out. And then this whole part of the basement could be extended, because yes, that's storage right now, but it's not serving a super big purpose. Like we'd rather have a bigger play area for when our little one arrives. And we're also gonna add carpet everywhere. So because it is quite loud with that on, and it's so echoey because there is no fabric on the ground, it's just hard surfaces, I am going to get to doing some paint swatches, make my final decision, and possibly go pick up the paint tonight. Even though the sun's setting, it's still before 5. So I think we're in good sorts. Even just to finish painting this little nook, I think it'll give us a better idea. And then I actually have some plans for doing some wainscoting and things like that. So I'm gonna shoot some before and afters on my phone, which I should have done before I moved all that stuff. But say lovey, you guys got the true before and you'll get the true after. And I feel like that's what YouTube is. It is all of the moments in between. So thanks for being here. Let's transform this basement. my darlings. So I am so excited. I was just saying to Scotty, I think we just extended our home because I never think about going into the basement. Now I think Scotty's dad has just arrived because he's dropping off our larger car. He was changing the snow tires. Love the dads in our family. We have a great village. They're so wonderful. But I am, sorry it's so bright, because it's wonderfully bright today, which is excellent. I am going to pick up some units. Now this morning I spent time literally sitting here. It was so calming. This color is just so cozy and warm and sophisticated. I feel incredible. I ended up going to bed at like 2 a.m. because I wanted to finish things. And I still, now that it's brighter in the brightness of day, I see that I do need a second coat on some areas, but I'm gonna do some wainscoting on the walls. Anyways, I have to go. And then I will see you so soon in IKEA because we're gonna go pick some things up and we're gonna be building a built-in wall. I also ordered a fireplace. Things are getting so good in here. Yay! I have officially reset the settings on this camera, so I hope it's not buzzing. But I have just arrived at IKEA and I'm so excited. I have my whole plan set out. I now officially have our bigger car, so we are good to go. I'm gonna put down the seats, so we should be good, and I might even ask for a strapping young gent to help me put everything in the car just because I am pregnant, so I don't want to be lifting things that are too heavy, and Scotty could help me on the other side of things. But so grateful to John, Scotty's dad, for coming and bringing the truck back to us and then driving me back down to their house. I am also going to take a dander around and maybe do some B-roll, but always just feels like coming to the motherland, doesn't it? It feels like, okay, there's a lot of possibility here, but it's looking so good and I'm so happy. And even though it was a really late night, just got so much done, and that just makes me excited because I'm excited to make Scotty a beautiful space, a calming space, a cozy space, a inspiring space for him to work. And I feel like that's what it's all about. So let's go. Okay, I found it. Aisle 3, bin 12. I'm setting up all my camera gear so that I can also film like a little reel. It takes a village, it takes a lot of stuff to set up to get these right. Now I'm also going to be looking for some frames in here, and I almost think I should have done that first because my cart is a wonky donkey, but isn't that always the way? I would certainly say that was a much more successful IKEA trip than the last time that we came. I was gonna check to see if that PAX was in stock, but honestly there's no point. I don't have time for it now. But in the new year we will definitely be doing a new PAX wardrobe system and officially have these bits. I got some energy, I'm gonna grab some lunch, and I think we're gonna actually head to HomeSense to see if there's any bits as well there. I picked up enough frames for the wall going down the hallway, and I think that will be nice. But I always love checking into HomeSense. Now, they're just really simple black framed ones. So I think the IKEA ones are just fine, especially because it is a basement. But I was thinking in those frames, I would print off really beautiful photos from our travels. So it's not like family photos. And then eventually we'll have kids' artwork going down the hallway. That has always been my dream, to create a space in my house where I can constantly have a rotation of a hall of fame of kids' artwork. Let's grab a cheeky little lunch, head to just one HomeSense, and then, yeah, jet. Maybe I'll do the HomeSense first. We'll see what we get up to. was totally worth it. Now I officially need to get lunch. I ended up being able to pick up 2 pieces of artwork. One, I already know where it's gonna go. The second, I think we'll kind of figure out where it needs to go, but I really think it's beautiful. So those are in the back. Let's head home, unbox this stuff, and we have some putting together to do. It's gonna be so cozy. Ooh, a little bit darker than it was this morning. Hello you guys, back in the basement. That was mission successful. We've gotten all of our IKEA goods and I got some other pieces. Let me show you. I picked up 2 pieces of artwork at HomeSense. This one, it's a William Morris print. And I've been loving these prints for so long and I just hadn't had anywhere to put it. And I think this is gonna match so well in the basement. And then the second one, which I'm obsessed with, and I think looks so luxe, is this one. It's actually on this canvas and then it's on fabric canvas. It's just so stunning. And so I think it could go really well, maybe like on the side wall. Even just looking at it now, the tones of it are absolutely perfect. Now, quick detour in the video because I also just got the package that I ordered from Artifact Uprising, and I ordered this. I've worked with them in the past, but I just love their products so much. We did a partnership together for our wedding book and our guest book, and it was just perfection. So one of Scotty's Christmas gifts, I know he doesn't watch these videos, he's very busy, is I put together a book of our entire honeymoon. And I also put together a book for someone else very special in my life, which I don't think I'll show you just yet, but I will show you eventually, I promise. So be sure to subscribe. Now, I think I'm going to unbox this and take a peek, and then after Christmas, I will show you all the details because this video has to be very centric on the basement. So I'm gonna do that. And then we are getting right into building these units. I'm gonna have Scotty help me carry all the boxes downstairs and we're all systems go. I might have to move a couple things to the side. And I already see some places that I would like to touch up with paint now that it's a little bit brighter and things have dried. But yeah, I think we're just gonna be spending a lot of time down here today. I wanted to get to doing some of the wainscoting, but at the same time, this is already gonna be an absolute ton to do. And then once those are installed, it's gonna be so much easier to map things out. And I also have the frames to hang up down the hallway, and I might even try to figure out where I wanna hang the artwork too. I already have an idea. The William Morris one, I think at the very bottom of the stairs. So when you're kind of coming down, it's a nice, just like calm image. I do have to fix one piece of it with my brad nailer, which is always why it's so handy to have those tools. And the other one may be right there. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I just love this feeling of getting your home and your space into what you love. And it doesn't have to break the bank. It really doesn't. But it takes a lot of elbow grease. But guys, the amount that you can get done in one day, I can't believe I painted almost this entire basement except for the hallway upstairs in one day. And I started at 3 yesterday, so this was nice starting way earlier today. This first one being built is super helpful because then I can see, if you guys can see over here, there's like this bulkhead up there. So I'll have to shave off a tiny bit of that, but it looks really good. I actually really like the way it looks. But what I'm thinking is I'm actually gonna use my multi-tool, that's this, And I'm gonna cut out the baseboard so that it literally slips in. But before, when I've cut out the baseboard, it's been a little bit different because if I cut that one and then I cut that one, there's gonna be like a gap for one of them, which will be really, really annoying to me. So I have to measure it and then make my mark. Yeah, I have to basically, that's what I have to do. I have to measure it, measure the baseboard, cut right there, pull this thing out, cut them off, and then kind of slide it in. And I think that will work the trick. So let's try it. I'm gonna be removing these baseboards eventually anyways, because they are so dinky and lame. They're like so wee. And one of the best improvements you can make to your home, I think, if you can, it's an expense and it takes skill, is making those baseboards higher. A trick you could do though, is leave them small and then add a little piece of trim right above. If you have like a good laser level, and then you paint it all white and then it looks like it's a tall one. But these are pretty bad. So we're gonna be ripping them off eventually. Because I just built one of these, I'm gonna spare you for the second because it's gonna be so finicky with this bulkhead. Basically, I have to just cut the top a little bit so it fits. So I'm gonna spare you watching basically that paint dry, because you have also done that in this vlog if you've stayed this far. So I'm gonna build the second bottom and then get to the top. It's okay, I'll catch you on the other side. Just like that. Good morning, you guys. I finally had a shower, an everything shower. Everything is back in place. I feel amazing about it. I just feel like sometimes you need to just reset, even if you are going into a construction project. So we are continuing on today. I guess today, what would today be? Today is officially day 3? Yeah, I guess today is officially day 3 of this project. And we are in such a good spot. Yesterday, putting those built-ins in, building them in, cutting the baseboards, that's all set and sorted now. So kind of that really hard construction is done. I'm gonna put you down because I've been air wrapping. So today what I'm going to do is we need to start adding those homely touches. The tricky part is the couch that's down there was a couch that we had just from like our old apartment. It's not comfortable. It's from this place called Structube. It's like a waiting room couch. You know, like you're waiting to go into your appointment, so you'll sit on that couch. That's what it is. It's not a cozy, comfy couch that you want downstairs in a basement to like snuggle up with a book or something like that. So I need to post that on Facebook Marketplace, but at the same time, I still have some content to film down there. So I might just honestly have to make do. I kind of would like to go to another home sense to add some homely touches that are like blankets and things like that down there. Now that we've kind of got the vibes, the rug has been shipped, so that's gonna come in about a week's time. Yeah, I think that's gonna come in about a week's time.
Scotty has officially ordered the TV, so that's gonna be amazing for down there. So we have that set and sorted. So today we're really needing to finish off the wall, and I need to hang the frames, maybe look into printing some pictures to put in there. That would be nice. But I think today's gonna be like, it's gonna take a really long time what I need to do, but after I do it, it's gonna be a game changer. This morning when I woke up, I ordered 2 sconces and a picture frame light from Amazon. I will link them down below, and anything I can link down below, I will do, but it is kind of tricky. I'll just kind of put the details of features that I used, for example. And I also ordered the hardware for the cabinets because I never use the hardware from the IKEA packaging. And I think they figured it out that a lot of people change it anyways, so they've actually made it worse. It used to be this kind of brushed, gray, dark metal, gunmetal-y kind of metal, and now it looks even more horrible. It's like a painted plastic looking piece, because I honestly think they just know people throw these out and they end up getting their own hardware because it's the easiest way to elevate an IKEA piece. Those 2 built-ins are incredible. I'm so happy I went with them. They're so similar to kind of what I did in here, but this was obviously more bespoke with the Havsta and then the Billy bookshelf on top, whereas this was like one built-in piece, which was absolutely epic. I feel like I need to clean you. So those are good now. And today we are gonna be putting some wainscoting on the wall. So I need to go get it. I'm gonna measure a bunch of things out, and I'd rather get much more than I'll need. But I think we just need to start measuring and continue on, because as nice as it's looking right now, there's still a super long way to go. And I'm excited now because we've showered, we've slept, we've reset, and we're good to go. And we also need to finish painting the hallway because the paint is actually not done. It still is minty green up the hallway. Plus, I need to do a second coat on some areas because it's fading all the way through. Let's do this. I hope you guys are doing well. Day 3, baby. I added some cozy bits down here. This is a Pottery Barn throw. I also added this pillow that we got from Alora. I wonder if it's gonna be too bright. As if I'm saying that in a basement. It's my sheepy pillow. I feel like it goes really nice with the vibe. Picture up, a couple little bits on here. Mini eggs for sustenance that are absolutely out of date. Meester. And a record player. Yeah, I got the hardware, I already talked to you about that. So right now, what I'm gonna do is go on Pinterest and dream up a dream life and figure out the exact measurements that I need. I think the chair rail, I just need to figure out like how high the chair rail goes. I think I'll probably have to move this picture that I hung yesterday because it might go a little too low, like the chair rail might be right there. Everything is measured up, baby. I'm in like a weird mood today. I think it's because I haven't gotten a lot of sleep lately. Everything is measured up, and I'm really hoping, 1, it fits inside this car. It will. I feel like this is 10 feet. And then 2, they have enough in stock. But I'm gonna just start on like that little nook first, and then we'll work down the hallway. I'd like to get the hallway one up. I haven't like figured out the height I'm gonna do because I'm doing so many different boxes. It doesn't really matter. I'm basically just gonna get a ton, and whatever I have to return, that's just fine by me. And I already have my brad nailer and my finishing nails. So literally all we're getting is the molding. Right, so I just got home from dropping Rosie off at the groomer. I brought my saw down. I brought my brad nailer down along with some finishing nails. I'm gonna go for an 1.25 inches. I feel like that's enough. Honestly, it might even be too much. I might even change to 1 inch. No, 1.25 should be good. And then I am gonna just start going after it. I just looked up to reassure myself what is the proper height for a chair rail. And they say it's about 1/3 up a wall. So it totally depends on what your wall is. These are shorter, but I'm gonna adhere to just the regular
chair rail height, which is 32 inches. So we're gonna go with that because it's just the regular. I'm gonna use my laser level for a lot of this. And yeah, we're just gonna have fun with it. So we'll go to some B-roll and then I'll show you some progress when I actually have something to show for myself.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were two for a penny, but they've all gone out the window.
Officially, you guys, finished at least one frame. I'm running out of memory on my SD card and it's like past 11 p.m. at night. So I will see you tomorrow. It was a very successful day. We shall catch up then. Good morning, my loves. Didn't get to talk to you a lot yesterday, but that's okay. I feel like we're all systems go and me just chatting on camera is super boring. I managed to get our first framing up and I just measured, let me show you. I was doing it on my Canva board where I measure things. So this part of the project just takes so long because it's so much measuring. You'll also notice, maybe, oh, it's a bit over there. But I took that big unit from IKEA and I shoved it into under our stairs, and then the TV's here as well, which we are going to be changing up. We ordered a new TV for there and the fireplace should be coming soon. But what I have done, let me bring down the light a little so you can see, is I'm trying to do 5 inches around everything. And instead of doing the 32-inch chair rail, I actually decided to go with 35 inches because I think down the hallway, I mean, it depends. I might just do little boxes on the bottom, but we'll see. I don't want to waste too many materials. I kind of want to get the most effective area, which is this little nook here where the fireplace will be and all of the cozy stuff. But yeah, the measurement just takes so long. Finally, I got my laser level working again. You'll notice in the clips yesterday, I was starting to use it when I was doing the chair rail, and then it just kind of kept blinking and I couldn't figure out what was wrong. And it basically wasn't perfectly level is what it was telling me, but I ended up using my hand leveler. But that just goes to show that you don't need the super expensive equipment to get these jobs done. You can definitely just use like a regular level, and I was able to get everything set and sorted basically with a measuring tape, a laser level, my saw, and my brad nailer. And that's pretty much all I needed. And of course, the nails. So I am gonna start on this side. I was gonna do basically one big box, but I think because it's such a big area, I'm gonna do 2, and then we shall carry on from there. I was gonna do a box on the other side, but now I'm looking at it, it's quite small and it might feel like a waste of materials because I also wanna put up this that I bought from Rona. It is just a curtain rail. Now I normally would go for a brass curtain rail, but we're doing some black accents down here. And I feel like there's a space for that in our house. Like everywhere upstairs is very much leaning more feminine, more my choices in country style life. But I really do think that I have to push the boat out a little bit, and there is a place for black accents, and they look so elegant and so sophisticated, especially with a color like drop cloth. So let's get started on today. Again, it will be very much, I'm gonna do all systems go. And then if there's something notable, I'll let you know. But it's just basically the tedious work. However, when it is finished, it is like the most satisfying thing ever. But the measurements and then sewing the measurements perfectly, now that definitely takes time. So I am so pumped. I can't believe how far we've come. I know there's still so much still to do. I wasn't able to do as much as I wanted to yesterday, but nonetheless, I really think we're off to the races here because this main part is really coming together. So let's get to it. Now I'm faffing around. So I have officially done a bottom box as well. And oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did. Every single little detail I add to this wall, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did, even though there's some friction sometimes in between. I need 4 more of these features and they're quite pricey. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna do this area. I was gonna do down the hallway too, but no, not gonna do that today. Could do that another day or never at all. I'm also gonna be putting frames down the hallway too, so that will be fine. I will measure that up and then we will get to painting and we've got a bar to hang. Flying. So once I get those on the wall, it's a literal cleanup because there's dust everywhere and shift focus. I'm gonna go grab them and then I will show you the final result. It doesn't seem like I've gone anywhere, but I actually have, and I went and picked up the extra pieces, and I wasn't gonna chat to you until I was done, but I just had a delivery from Amazon, and I'm already so impressed. So my idea is to make this just so gorgeous down here in like sophisticated library kind of vibes, countryside library. So I got this picture light from Amazon and look, and it has a remote control and I feel like it actually can change the tone of color. So what I'm thinking is that I will end up putting it above this picture. I'm so impressed. I obviously need to finish job 1 and then we can carry on. But what I think I'll do is I'll preset where I'm going to hang it and hang it up, find out the place, and then I'll do the second paint because it's really easy to take off, but then I know I'm not by happenstance maybe making mistakes or holes in the wall that I don't need to. But yeah, I'll link this down below. It's absolutely stunning. Hello. I think I like these home projects because a lot of it is almost like problem solving. So I just hung the rod here, but as you can see, it's on a piece of molding, and let me turn you around. Right here where the end of it will be hung, the molding ends. So that's like a big part where you need extra spot. So I just cut these little wood blocks. They're basically the same width. So I'll screw those into the wall, make those super nice and tight. Basically like that, and then I'll paint them the same paint on either side, and then that is what these will go into. I am so happy with how this turned out. I just had dinner with Scotty. He made us some dinner, and this is now hung up, which is so nice to finish this part of the project, but I want to hang the curtains. I want to see how that looks because that is truly the finished thing. However, when you take curtains out of a package, they're going to be so wrinkly. So I brought my iron down. I'm going to iron them up. I just got boucle ones because they were around the right length that I needed, and I think it'll be great. So I'm just going to throw on a YouTube video, iron it up, and then hang them, and then I'll show you the final result.
I have now headed to IKEA because I'm actually going to pick up a floor lamp. Basic, simple. I feel like it'll be perfect for our basement. Really nice and affordable after kind of what we spent on some of the other things. Let's go pick up this lamp. I know exactly where it is, and then we'll bring it home.
This is basically the version of the lamp that is a table lamp, but we're gonna get the floor version. So this is her. She's a good size. Only $70. Has this cutie little detail, a nice base, and comes in both silver and brass. But we're gonna get the brass. I love the way the light shines through the curtain too. So I mentioned this really quickly in a different vlog, the magic of editing. This is the Astrid lamp from IKEA, and it is so just simple and beautiful, and the reviews on this lamp are wild. It has incredible reviews. Now it does come with this really pretty lampshade, but this lampshade has been living rent-free in my head for a while, so I'm gonna kind of see what both of them look like. Honestly, the cream one might be the best, so I got this one at HomeSense. Improving hardware and lampshades on IKEA products is, again, the easiest way to upgrade them. My parents are just heading over, so I am quickly going to assemble this. It's going to be so much easier to assemble than the other IKEA things that I purchased for this project, but I just need a quick second to focus. So I will show you it set up in situ. It's gonna be going right in this space here next to the couch. Guys, this is not a sponsorship. I bought this ruggable rug and I'm really excited to put it down. I did 10 feet, 10 by 2.5. So it's a nice long runner. It's gonna go all the way down this hallway. It's gonna help with sound, which you can hear right now through the doors. More like talking sound. And it's gonna make it so much cozier. So let's unwrap it. So excited. Look at this pattern. She's so pretty. Let's put the underlay down first. Hello you guys, just a little check-in for the home reno. We've started to get a lot of the, as you would say, bits and bobs that really pull together this space. I just installed the hardware for the cabinets. I'll link the exact ones down below. Now, they were a bit spenny, but it is always worth it. And thankfully, I only had to buy 4 knobs, and I'm literally obsessed. The way that the IKEA ones looked before these ones, oh my gosh, they were so ugly. I don't even think I kept them. I think I just pitched them right away. We actually just got our fireplace. Hopefully bring it downstairs and then I can start putting it together. And yeah, the hallway is painted, the stairs are painted, the painting job is done, and I just feel like it's really coming together. I've been starting to pop things on the shelves as well, and I've made sure that things are charged in terms of lights down the hallway, and then also our picture light right there. And then I think I would have shown you this, or at least had some footage of that, and that is the new lamp. And it's just from IKEA, had so many amazing reviews. I can see my batteries flashing here, but that's good because we have to keep going on with this project. Gonna go get the fireplace and carry on. So Scotty has generously let me use him as cameraman, so thank you, Scotty. I just wanted to show you guys this tiny little space before I show you the main reason why we were here today. I actually thrifted this off of Facebook Marketplace, and my idea is to kind of create a little vignette when you come down the stairs, but I will leave that there. That's obviously not done. But if we turn down the hallway, we'll show you what is done. These sconces I got from Amazon. Again, I'll link them down below. And these, we absolutely love them. They take 2 AAA batteries and they last a really long time. And you can also put them on candle setting or just plain light. You'll notice these aren't filled yet. That's the only thing that kind of isn't completely done, is filling it with those photos that we talked about and children's artwork. But I just love the way that the hallway looks with the candles kind of down them. Here's the main room, the one picture from HomeSense. I moved our one rug that we had that I actually purchased a really long time ago when I lived in Hamilton, put that there, created our gym space. Eventually, Scotty's desk will be under this amazing window and we'll just kind of move our gym stuff kind of in a different spot. But this is our main space. Now, I will say I'm so proud of how this has turned out. And a couple of notable things. I know we already talked about changing the couch. We're thinking, and you guys let me know in the comments what you think too, more of a love seat, something that's really comfy cozy, and then keeping our ottoman. And then as for the fireplace, what we love about that is that when you turn it on, it's the same setting as when you turned it off. And it also has options to change the color of the flame, which is really nice and fun. The sconces on the wall, I've had a couple of questions about that over on Instagram. Instagram actually saw the before and after first. So if you don't follow me there, I would love for you to join. But what's cool about this is they're also remote controlled. A lot of stuff is. And on this remote control, you can basically put like different colors. You can make it go to like party mode, but obviously we just have it on the warm light. Picture light is up. Things are organized, and I just feel like less is more in this space. We kind of just put out the books that we are inspired by or kind of want to pick up and flick through over the next little bit. And then adding some antique touches, our games are now down here, and I imagine that there'll probably be a lot of kids' toys down here as well eventually. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I would love for you to subscribe and officially join this cozy nook of the internet. And if you liked it, a thumbs up goes a really long way. I'll leave you on some B-roll of kind of the space set up really beautifully on my bigger camera. But coming this week, as I told you at the beginning, there's going to be a video where I basically walk you through all of the touches in a bit more detail, and hopefully that will inspire you to change a couple things in your space, or even bring things that you have in your home already into a bit more of a considered space for that hygge cozy feel. So I will catch you on Wednesday with that. Hopefully that gets approved, because that one's actually sponsored, which is exciting. But besides that, I'll leave you with this B-roll. Thanks for watching, guys.